Welcome back to What's the Matter Coaching. My name is Crystal.
My name is Oscar.
And in today's video, we're going to be speaking about fragmentation.
So fragmentation, we're going to be diving into the understanding of what it means to be fragmented in regards to this path of self-discovery into enlightenment, into discovering and regaining that connection back to our source, our God, our universe, whatever you want to call it. And so let's first understand what it means to be fragmented. Okay, to be a fragment is to be separated off of something. Okay, a fragment of a greater whole, a greater something. And so in regards to this video, that greater something is going to be that source, that unified field of consciousness, which is one with everything. Unity conscious, universal consciousness. These are different ways of understanding what this means. And so all of us are essentially remembering the portions of ourselves to then get back to that state of oneness. That is the path of enlightenment, of becoming awakened to that highest truth, that all is one. And so how do we begin, Crystal? Let's tell the viewers, how is it a person begins in their daily life recollecting these pieces, right, of themselves to then reach that ultimate state of completion, of unity.
with source. Well, you first start to reconnect with source, and that fragmentation. You need to start choosing, to really choose to remember who you are, really choose this path, and from there it all start making more sense. What is fragmentation? What is connected with mind, body, and spirit? That is fragmentation, because we have become so disconnected with ourselves that now you think that the body and the mind and the spirit are disconnected, but it's all one field, all is connected. So when we choose to this path of enlightenment and pick up those pieces, that is fragmentation. Remembering who you are, remembering that you are one with source, that you are awareness, that it's all one. Okay. That you're whole.
Great. So by now we've said one and oneness and unity so many times that I'm pretty sure you get the memo. Okay. So a little bit about what she was talking about in regards to mind, body, and spirit is that a lot of the times our daily lives require us to utilize these different portions of our consciousness. Okay. We are all present already. We all have the capacity to become present in the moment and to align our mind, our body, and our spirit harmoniously. The thing is that there's a lot of circumstances that give us the opportunity to disconnect from our spirit, our soul, our truest heart desires, that disconnect us from our body needs, overeating, for example, and that disconnect us to the mind, stress, or some sort of financial circumstance. That being said, we have all these circumstances that are causing us the out of alignment state of the mind, body, spirit. So to collect all your fragments, your components of who you are, different clues and pieces of that greater puzzle, which is the unified field of remembering who you are. And so this video is to allow you the understanding of that on this path of self-discovery, you're going to be missing a lot of pieces of your truest, most authentic self, where you're going to be going along your path and similar to ourselves and our path, where we're going from this place of, disconnection, of chaos, of disorganization, of out of alignment, of not knowing what we want in life, how we want to act.
What life is about, all that.
What is life about? And then we reach a moment in time where we say, all right,
it's time.
It's time. I'm going to break my fears. I'm going to take that leap of faith. And in doing so, we reclaim our authenticity, that we were always brave.
But you need to want it with all of your heart and really choose it with all of your heart and all your beingness, that this is the path that you truly want to take.
Because again, check this out. If you don't choose it with all of you, that causes fragmentation. You see, because you might be wanting this path, but only half of you wants this path. So what happens? You're dividing yourself. You're not choosing with all of your being. So you separate the portion of yourself that wants to go after that goal of becoming who you are. And then what begins to happen is that the other portion says, yeah, I don't really want that. So then you start feeling this separation in your daily activities. You're going to go do something and you feel resistance. I don't know if I want to do that or not. And it's because you didn't choose with all of you. And so you build these walls that every time you want to do something, there's that part of it that's telling you, don't do it. So sometimes you choose the best road for yourself, into victory, and then sometimes you choose from that other side. So then your life is heavily based on duality instead of unity, instead of seeing things observationally and finding the best outcome for any given situation. And you might fall from, due to that fragmentation, to maybe a left hemisphere orientation, or a left or a right hemisphere brain orientation. You might overly activate a logical portion of your mind, or you might overly activate the nurturing feminine portion of your mind.
And
we
it's
want to be
united
whole.
both. Being whole is united your left and your right, your feminine and your masculine, united both, and from there you're whole, because you are both. You are both. You're beyond that.
You're simultaneous.
Beyond.
Okay, the alpha and the omega, all is one. And so the basis of this video is then to reclaim that unity, since we have so many different fragments of ourselves. Our body wants one thing, our mind wants another thing, and our soul wants to freaking be unleashed onto life.
That's why harmony, mind, body, and spirit, in perfect harmony expressed here on earth.
And you can use this template of mind, body, spirit to see where you're maybe fragmenting yourself, where you've disconnected a portion of yourself.
Yes, do you feel your body? Are you aware of your body?
Tuning in?
Are you tuning in your body? What is your telling you? It's telling you to eat, or you're just eating to eat? Because the mind tells you eat, and you're so used to it to eat at this time that now at the moment that you stop, the body don't want to stop, and you don't have the willingness to say, you know what? No, I'm not going to eat.
And then we move into spirit, right? For example, are you lacking faith? Do you not believe in yourself? Well, if you're not believing in yourself, which is all infinite, all powerful, right? Having that faith that the universe source, the higher power, has your back and is one and connected with you, as proven by our latest science, then what are you living for? If life itself is to get to know yourself, to have that faith, to reclaim that innate power, that innate consciousness, which is your true nature, which is that you are one with all things, and that you are a portion of that creator, remembering up until the point where it becomes whole again, life after life, next dimension, next cycle of existence. Let's enjoy this path of discovering what it's like to be whole once again, what it's like to collect all the missing pieces that we've disconnected with, that we've broken within ourselves. Let us heal, let us unify all the consciousness so that it may be expressed in perfect harmony.
And isn't that what everybody wants?
Everybody wants
love?
that, yes.
You want unconditional love? Start doing that. Give it that to yourself. That is a gift to yourself.
And something I just want to mention, that a lot of people might have a misconception of what perfection is. You see, you can accept that you're imperfect in the moment, but also strive for perfection, and that makes you that remembering portion of the Creator that knows within it that it is one with all things, that it is perfect, but it just happens to be in this moment now in time. I am, relatively speaking, imperfect, striving back to my complete perfection, which is creation itself. And so let us take step by step back into that unified field of oneness, of clarity, of beauty, of perfection.
Yes.
And in each moment, choose yourself, choose your best version, what that looks like for you. And the next moment, it might look even better. Okay, so I think let's end it there.
Yes.
Let's not make it too long. It's glad to be on camera once again. We have so much content to...
We have TikToks to download.
Oh my
so
God,
that is
yeah.
something,
Announcement. We're going to be
Yes.
doing TikToks. So.
and it's going to be representing
let's just tell 'em.
your conscious and unconscious behavior. So you have more like a visual,
humorous
Yes.
representation of what it's like to act from duality, left, right.
when you higher self, when yourself, your true self is speaking to you, and you decide to ignore it, because
Yeah.
sometimes we do listen to the voice, but you're like, no.
Or which voice do you listen to? The dark voice or the happy, inspiring voice? And then what it's like to view things from not the happy, not the bad voice, but from the voice of all. The center point. Again, I can't show it enough. The center point in the middle.
Really
Awareness
important.
itself. Pure consciousness. We love you, all you conscious beings watching. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Let's evolve.